All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Is back in 2021 when I first started selling on Amazon, I was tracking all my profits in Google Sheets / Excel, however you want to call it, which is normal because I was still fairly, new. I just started the business. I didn't know anything better, right? And honestly, I thought I was doing everything right. Felt organized. I even had like color coded the charts, red for lost and green for good and orange. I felt organized, and I realized the bigger my business became, the more dangerous it was sticking and using Google Sheets and Excel. And the reason is that Amazon just moves too fast, right? By the time I updated that number, it was already outdated by the time I do it, because Amazon fees change, the returns and all that stuff, because it's really hard to track it once you have so many products you're adding to your catalog, right? And it came to a point, it's like, I'm trying to just like run a business, not trying to be like an accountant or something like that, and so I had to ask myself, like, was there a better solution to this where it gave me a peace of mind, much cleaner, organized, everything's up to date, and most importantly, everything was more automatic and not more manual when I'm typing things. So the solution that came up is just doing some research, and it came and stumbled upon called Sellerboard, right? They're basically software technology that connects to your Amazon account where you can see everything in your Amazon account, and the best thing is done automatically, right? I didn't have to do anything manually. So basically, this is what the dashboard looks like here. So you can see this is today's sales, yesterday, month to, all the stuff year to date, right? And so it gives you an overall view every single day. And this had helped me out because when I was starting, there was a product that could have cost me tons of money, especially when you're doing wholesale, right? So what's really nice about Sellerboard is they also give you like daily reports and not daily report. Yeah, daily reports. They go straight to your email, which is at first was like, this is kind of like annoying, but it actually forces you to look at the daily reports of what's going on in your business. You should be, making this a habit. And that's kind of like what forced me. So it's a nice engineering behind it. As you can see right here, like 62 alerts on my account, right? So basically one day I had this information here that saved me tons of money because one alert was telling me, hey, this certain product is getting returned way more than normal, right? But if I was doing it like the old school way, I don't know how I would have found it. It might have been too late. I might have already a ding in my health account, which could have affected, my selling privileges, or again, just complaint from customers. But I was able to catch on by just looking at a simple report that, hey, this product was getting returned too much. Is one of the benefits that is good, getting certain alerts regarding what your business is doing. Another benefit, yes, the numbers is good, right? Like the revenue, you can see whether you're trending up, flat, or trending down. That's really important as well. But you also want to dig deeper regarding with that. Now we're in the subject of returns and refunds. As you can see right here today, there's 7 of them, right? The last month, 357, or month to date, right? This is actually forecast here. But month to date, based on this month, how it's going, that's roughly what the forecast is. So it's nice to kind of have a sneak preview of what's going on. Same thing with the sales here. See how it's doing and stuff based on what's everything. But if you click on the refunds here, again, this is where we actually get focused and dial down to see what's going on in our business, not just stay surface level. Again, if you want to advance in terms of being a successful Amazon seller, you have to know your business in and out as much as you can. And, this will force you to do it, and because everything's here, right? Like there's no more excuse of not knowing your numbers. If you guys ever watch Shark Tank, one of the first things, the sharks always ask is like, what are your numbers, right? Like, what was your sales, your revenue? What's your capital looking like? So you do have to know it. So the returns, the selling part is easy, right? We buy low, sell high, especially in wholesale, but what are the returns? Because part of being a successful Amazon seller is you have to know when to trim the fat. You can't just buy the same products. In a perfect world, we buy over and over again. But again, market change. Your supplier could have did some inflation, just like everything else. Gas is $5. Now it's going to cost you, X amount of dollars just to get it shipped, right? Whatever the scenario is. But the return is really important because something you can prevent immediately. As you guys can see, it'll give you a lot of trending. So right here, I do a pretty good amount of apparel, but let's go ahead and take a look here. You can see the product is either too small, right? It'll give you exact details. If the product was too large, But then what's cool about this, if you go to your inventory, right, you can actually narrow down what are those exact products that I'm selling are getting returned. But overall view as a report, you can see a lot of it already. So this could be indication if you're like, oh, dang, Lester, I don't want to sell apparel. You're getting tons of returns. Well, there you go. It might not be for you, but for my business, I've had a lot of success with apparel, but it's a key thing to that, right? Knowing that you're going to get a lot of return. That means you just have to source better. Maybe instead of like a 20% minimum ROI, you might need to go to like 40% ROI or 50, whatever it be, because you're going to be getting returns. Does that make sense? Hopefully. And the best part of, again, getting daily reports, especially with returns, is again, you can see what's going on with your business. What are the fees, right? If you do any advertising, and how many units. You just want to have a line of what is actually going on. You don't want to just set it and forget it. That's the biggest misconception when you're running an Amazon FBA business. Yes, if you start to grow, you learn to build process and systems, you start to delegate a little bit, but that doesn't mean you just go out there, hang out on the beach, right? We're still working on our business. It might not be a lot of hours as what it used to be. Like right now for me, my day-to-day is completely different when I was first started, where I was shipping, packing, doing everything, using Google Excel sheets to manually track my profits, returns, blah, 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 buying leads. But here you can even add like your cost of goods when you are purchasing a product. Before, again, everything was done manually. This is back in 2021, but we are now in the AI software technology where, my mentor, Ali Abdal, always says, don't be the farmer that refuses to use a tractor if it's available, right? You're going to be able to be much more efficient. It's basically reinvesting back in your business, right? Your time, especially if you have a 9-to-5 job, your time, your energy, this can all add up. And the biggest thing when you're a business owner, which I wish I had learned in the beginning, is your decision making is the most important key aspect. Like that can't be outsourced. It's really unique to you, that decision making, packing, looking at the numbers like this one, because it syncs with your Amazon account. So Sellerboard really helps out a lot. And for example, if you do want to work with a shipment, they do have a shipment flow available under the reseller here. So you can do everything. Doesn't matter what type of business you have. They have one for retail arbitrage where you can download it, send like a list of your products already preloaded. So when you get home, you can get shipped, which I did talk in my previous video how to do that. Of course, if you are working with wholesale, you can add like suppliers here. So that way for you, it's just easier to kind of track them, right? You can add a supplier here, for instance, supplier name, contacts, whatever it may be. And yeah, that's how you kind of keep everything like under organized one database here. And I think they're also expanded. If you're looking at other marketplaces, you can see down here, they got eBay, Walmart, Shopify. So they're starting to expand. It's kind of like a one-stop shop pretty much for all your e-commerce business, all connected at once rather than have multiple software. So it's kind of neat that how they're doing this. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. If you don't have it, I would truly recommend having some sort of, software involved, especially use Sellerboard. I do have a partner code that you can certainly use. So instead of getting 1 free month, you're going to get 2 free months courtesy of yours truly. So definitely go take advantage of it. Try it for yourself. See how it is. But yeah, after you try it, go ahead. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Be happy to answer your questions. And guys, if you want to learn more about Amazon FBA wholesale, watch this video right here. Thank you guys so much. Catch you in the next one. Peace.